Hey babies, how you doing? Welcome back. Good Sunday morning. Let me take some of this off here. I was out cutting some wood, and I need to get another cup of coffee here. So I run in here and make a cup of coffee. Woo! And lo and behold, the UPS man had stopped by and dropped off a package. Now, remember when I took that picture of the hawk or falcon or whatever the hell it was out there in the pasture? And I was using my camera with this lens. This lens is okay. It takes nice clean pictures and all that kind of business. But it just wouldn't reach way out there where I needed it to be able to identify what the hell that was. So, now, I'm going to be able to reach out there and take a picture. This is a 500 millimeter with a doubler, which makes it a 1000 millimeter. Then I got a UV protection filter on there, plus this little, shadow device deal. It keeps the glare off the end lens, all that business. And so I've took a couple pictures, just practicing. My tripod that I thought I had, apparently I give to somebody, because I can't find it anywhere. And I vaguely remember giving it to someone because I thought, Lord, I'm never going to need that. I don't have time to take pictures. Now this is going to be a learning curve because obviously the height of my photographic technological skills was developed back in the Polaroid days. And two reasons for that. This is back about the same time I was riding motorcycle everywhere, And single man, of course, I'm a widower now, but back then I was a single man, just having a good time. And, I had the Polaroid camera for two reasons. One, when you're young, it's all about instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? You just want it now. And so, when I took a picture, I just wanted to see it now. And the other part of that was the pictures that I took when I was in my Baker era, and as a young man. I didn't necessarily want the man down at Walgreens to develop and see. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a whole new wrinkle in my horn. But I'll figure it out. Ain't that hard. Anyway, I got this. I went out there and took a couple pictures already this morning. Lord, I got to get that in that. And, just practicing with it and see how I do. And then I realized, well, I don't have a tripod. And when you just try to offhand that without a tripod, you get this. Which is the same thing I had with the flimsy tripod, just the wiggle. That's not going to work. So I see myself making a little trip down to the store, picking up a tripod, a substantial one that's stabilized so I can get some good shots. And man, we're just inundated out here with all kinds of birds. Man, I've had every color of cardinal this fall and winter that you can imagine. I've had green ones, yellow ones, red ones, a bluish, purplish, lavender one. I mean, they're coming in all colors. I'm like, Lord, and I know there was nothing in my whiskey or nothing in my tea. You know what I'm saying? So it was the actual color of the bird. And then we have a lot of waterfowl that come through here, just about every kind of duck, goose you can imagine. There's a hunting club right behind me, and they've got, I want to say, 30-acre lake. They got duck blinds up on and all that business. Then there's hawks, falcons, owls. There's a nesting pair of bald eagles down on Bessie's Creek. But I just never have time to get down there and take a picture of them. But, I've got friends that said they're down there, and, who knows. But there's enough aquatic and exotic fowl that visit the farm that I'll be able to take pictures of. And, I'll post them up here when I get all this figured out. I'm going to go ahead and post the ones I took practice shots so that I'll have a before and after comparison as to my photographic abilities or lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was just kind of proud of that. Now, today I'm also going knocking out a little more of that wood. Them cutting boards that I made, sold them all except this one that I'm keeping for myself. This one right here. Remember the one I tried out the laser on? Yeah, well, live and learn. What else is going on, man? Lots of stuff. I got the girls in a pretty good thing routine now, and they're all bred. I'll be moving the Billy out in the end of the month. There might be a couple of them that didn't cycle because they was a little, young, new ones, and so maybe they didn't cycle, and so I'm gonna leave it in there till the end of the month, just to make sure I get as many of them as possible, and then I'll move him out and give them a little rest away from him, so they won't be being pestered. So the first ones, the older mamas, they'll be having their babies in April, and the younger ones will be having theirs in May. I split them up because, Lord, I don't want them all kidding at the same time, because that's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You got to keep your eyes on them, and having babies is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job until they're done. And if one of them is, got a breech birth or, some kind of problem, you need to be there so you can help her. And the person that's going to be there is me. So that's that. I think that's about it. I just wanted to give you an update on. I was just real proud of that lens, because now I can just reach out there and see stuff and bring it into focus and blow it all up. With the doubler that's on that lens, it's now 1,000 millimeter telephoto lens. So I should be able to see 500-600 yards with extreme clarity. The only thing I need to do now is to eliminate this. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no Katharine Hepburn pictures. I know that's cruel and all that kind of business, but I don't care. She's dead, and she knows I love her. So it's a win-win. Yeah. All right, babies, I'm done. I got a bunch of work out there to do with the wood, and the boss is coming today, and I made some. I made that what I call sunshine in a jar, which is I love orange marmalade, but I never did like the fact that they put zest in there. And when I say zest, cut up peel, because it's bigger usually than just a zest. And lots of it, man. It's like, do you remember when they used to make that Jell-O salad, back in the day, and we'd have it every Christmas and whatever, Thanksgiving. Somebody would make that Jell-O salad and put crap in it. Remember that? I remember somebody used to make Jell-O stuff, and they sliced up, shredded up carrots and put in there. Can you imagine a kid get your mouth off, because you see it wiggling over there on the table, and you say, ooh, I'm going to give me some Jell-O. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have me some Jell-O. And then and it's orange, ooh, this is going to be good. They dollop that on your plate, and you look at it, and it's got a shaved carrot in it. And you're thinking to yourself, the hell did you do to my Jell-O? And then you say, well, maybe it's good. I don't know. You can take a bite of it, and It's not. I mean, it's like trying to eat Jell-O somebody done threw out in the grass. Nobody wants that. And it was some bored housewife that had been made fun of at the family gathering because she did not bring a signature dish that anyone liked. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is known for the green bean casserole, which is at every family gathering, every church social, everywhere in the world. You know, even people don't know what a green bean is. Green bean casserole is going to be there. And then you've got 3 or 4 ladies that'll make potato salad. Some with deviled egg in it, some with mustard in it, some with red potato in it. Oh, they've just all different versions of potato salad. And then macaroni salad. That's always going to be there too. Somebody makes dressing, not stuffing, dressing. Get your crayons out and mark that down. That crap that you eat, that you pour the gravy on at Thanksgiving and mostly Christmas, is called dressing. It is not stuffing because 95% of it's never inside a bird. And really nobody wants it inside the bird. You want that bird to be either empty or filled with apples, fruit of some kind. You don't want bread up in there or cornmeal. You don't want that. Because you want the inside of that bird to cook. Just saying. Anyway, I kind of got off the subject there. But got my telephoto lens. I'm a happy man. And I'm going to be working on my word projects today. Oh, the orange sunshine. Not really. Sunshine in the jar. Orange sunshine is something else entirely. I call it sunshine in the jar because, see, I love orange marmalade, but I'm not a horse, and I don't like to graze. So I don't want peelings in my jelly. Just don't. You know? So I made it without the zest. And it is just fresh squeezed orange juice, fresh squeezed lemon juice, pure cane sugar, and just enough pectin to solidify it. Enough that it is a jelly. Not so much, that it's a stick of hot glue. You know what I'm saying? No. But you can just smear that around on your toast, put it on a biscuit. Oh, Lord, man, that stuff was good. Anyway, I made 24 jars of it. And these little half-pint jars, you know what I mean? And I took it over to the Fulshire Farmers Market yesterday. And sold half of it. Like that, Jack. Had one there for people to test, and they tasted it and bought one. Oh, Lord, that's good. And because there's a whole lot of people I have discovered that is like me in this one respect. They don't like chewy stuff in their jelly. So, they're happy. I'm happy because I'm selling it, So it's good. The farm is happy because it has another form of income off of the jelly. So I guess that's about it. Y'all take care of each other and be kind to one another. Unless the person's just ignorant as hell and then slap the hell out of them. I'm convinced that a lot of the problems and struggles that we're facing right now all stem around the fact there is a time in everybody's life when they need to be held to task. And with some people, that can just be a verbal reprimand or a loving and tender notification that you're mistaken. You need to get back on the right track, and this is the way things are in life. And, we're telling you this because it's for your own benefit. Then there are people that just need slapped upside the head. And here's the tricky part of that. They don't know it. They're completely oblivious to the fact that they need a little ass whooping. Now, once they get one, they straighten up. 9 times out of 10, you can eliminate a lot of future problems by nipping things in the bud and setting people on the right path. And people that's been around, like myself, people before me, when they were my age and I was a young buck running around. These people experience life and know a few things about what you can do, what you can't do, and what's going to be the best outcome for your behavior. You know what I'm saying? So you're not doing anybody any favors when you coddle them. And I believe, except for a precious few people that are super sensitive, timeout does nothing but breed contempt. You know what I mean? Because then they just sit there and stew. And you really haven't got their attention. Now, a few people, precious few people, it works with. Most people need a slap upside the head, or the threat of a slap upside the head. Either way. And they're not getting it. And now we're paying the price for that. There was one other thing I was thinking about, and I don't want to get off into it too deep right now, but I'll come back and visit it with you another time. But let me just say this. With all the problems that are taking place in America right now, a lot of it, in my opinion, boils down to this. When we started accepting and promoting the hyphenated American, we started diminishing what it is to be an American. If you are an American, then that's what you are, an American. Whether you were born here or you naturalized or immigrated and became an American, you are an American. And if you decide to hyphenate yourself, you've just become less. If you are a something American, that is like American light. Just American. Which is the best possible thing you can be. People are dying in every country in the world to become an American. They will travel vast distances and suffer untold hardships at the glimmer of a chance to become an American. And the fact that you were born an American and have chose to become a hyphenated American is a slap in the face to real Americans. It's a slap in the face to every potential immigrant that will become an American. And you have regulated yourself to being a second-class citizen by your own admission of being a hyphenated American. Now, you have been duped into thinking that this is a badge of honor. It is not. There are two things required to be a good American. One, is to understand that being an American means being a good citizen to your fellow Americans. And two, to embrace, to fully embrace the highest ideals of what an American is, and to demonstrate that in everyday life to promote a more equitable and prosperous and peaceful society. You will not get the first of these if you do not practice the second of these. And the minute that you proclaim yourself to be a hyphenated American, you have diminished your place in this society. It's that simple. And that's by everybody. It does not matter what race, what religion, what gender, or what sexual orientation you may be. You are either an American or you are not. And one other thing. If you were born in this country, you are an indigenous American. You were born here, on this soil. So, if you want equality, opportunity, peace, and freedom, learn what the ideals of being a good American are and practice them, embrace them, become that. And it does not matter who you are or your circumstance in life. If you do those things, you will receive equity, freedoms, prosperity, and the respect of your fellow Americans. If you do not, you will not. Some will be honest with you like me, and others just won't take the time to explain it. It's really that simple. And it applies for any citizen, any country, in any world. If you're a Russian, you're a Russian. You're not a something Russian. If you're an Israeli, you're an Israeli. You're not a something Israeli. And you are viewed by your fellow citizens in whatever country as being a full-fledged citizen or not, based on what you call yourself to begin with, and then how you behave yourself ultimately. So, be kind to each other. And let's really try to work together and make America great and keep America great. for our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren and generations long after we're a pile of dust. Because there was a whole lot of people behind us that sacrificed a whole lot so we can have the luxuries we have today. And you need to stop feeling entitled and start practicing gratitude. And grow the hell up. Be blessed. Be kind. I'll see you next time.